They'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And it's a run to maneuver. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Jaguars at 10 and 3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Jaguars first down. 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So here the play call.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter, you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
Get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And it is caught. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. They go play action now. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Jaguars.
ETN up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Lawrence. He's got the hook up with Conley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's Lawrence. The kicker here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the
now Lawrence. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this off to ETN. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. These two teams all tied after one. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Going for it, here's Etienne. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw caught by Flowers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 31-yard line.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. His first catch, good for 9 in the 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Gain of 6.
Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Mahomes going to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
16 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 30.
A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence on play action. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trayvon Walker drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So all field goals so far, 6 3-yard scores. The kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas
And they'll send the
City
slot in motion left.
First down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete.
a gain of 9. Brings up
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now 2nd and 3.
number 10, Isaiah Pacheco. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you.
Well, we're in the left. Of this season, everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 26. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive for a touchdown.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And a loose football. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So nearly a disaster there, but unfortunately able to pounce on his own fumble, and that remains a touchdown.
And think about the run and the effort put in there by everyone, including him. Could you imagine going that far and not finishing it off with a touchdown? Fortunately for him, he was able to do exactly that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Jaguars 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Lawrence to throw. The open man is Westbrook. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Lawrence. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 3rd and 4.
Brian Thomas Jr. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll look to set up his blockers. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this hit across the 40.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw caught by Flowers. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got a man, complete. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
31-yard line.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs.
Now Lawrence. McConnell's got it over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Once more ETN. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point forthcoming.
Extra point.
And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this one's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Looking middle, he finds Royals. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3rd and 2.
It's a Gameday. That brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Jaguars.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brings up second and 8 at the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and 8. Here's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a 1-score game. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Lawrence. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup.
Mahomes to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here now, third down. Here's Mahomes. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Lawrence running right on the option. A great move, couldn't free it. Taken down at the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
KC's offense ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now 2nd and 4. Mahomes will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Mahomes will do it himself. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock A more pressing factor.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. Here's second down. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Loss of 4 yards brings up third down and 14.
Mahomes. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Jags, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid.